Welcome to the Business Growth Spotlight, where we talk with business leaders from all over the world who shine their light and share their expertise and insights so we can all grow together. I've been really excited to talk with my guest today, and I've been waiting for this day because it's all about something that I absolutely adore and love. And we're talking about business, but it has to do with dogs. And that's probably one of my favorite things in the world besides my kids. So I'm really excited to be chatting with Ryan today. But before I introduce him, I just want to share with you, if you're new to the podcast, welcome. We're so happy to have you here. And please stay to the end because we're going to have a special gift for you. But without further ado, let me introduce my guest, Ryan Wimpey with TipTop K9. So welcome, Ryan, to the podcast.
Hey, thanks, Heidi. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So we've been chatting behind the scenes. And so I want to dive in. Can you share with us a little bit about yourself, your company, TipTop K9, and your role within it?
Absolutely. So I run TipTop K9. We're a dog training pet obedience company. We're a franchise, so we have 24 locations across the U.S. One of the things that we do a little differently is we strictly focus on pet obedience. We help those little unruly rascals knocking over the kids, pulling on the leash, running down the block. We help them become good, obedient citizens that can go everywhere with the family to keep dogs out of shelters. That's our heart's motive, right? And then business-wise, with a franchise, we actually provide full call center support. So we have a full call center that books all the calendars for the trainers, does all their invoicing, billing. We have 2 different marketing teams that run all the online digital ads, and we do all their product support. So they really focus on the day-to-day operations, and it helps for a better client experience, frankly.
Yeah. So what inspired you to start TipTop K9?
Really why I started is I just got into dog training. I got obsessed. Yeah. I picked up a dog off the side of the road, and he was a cute little scruffy guy with 2 types of hair, like half curly, half straight. And I got him home, and he ended up to be terrible. And I loved him, but everyone else didn't, right? He had all these behavioral issues, and he would bark nonstop, pull on the leash, literally run away, and we'd chase him for hours. Potty training, aggression, anxiety, like everything. And it got me obsessed with dog training and behavior modifications to help Curly. His name was Curly.
I love it.
So, yeah, I became obsessed. That was 2007, 2010. I opened up TipTop K9 after been doing it kind of part-time. Then I was like, hey, this is amazing. I really want to do this full-time. Then, after a few years, we started having anywhere 5-6 week wait lists, out to 2 months sometimes. And I'm like, I think we got something.
Yeah.
So then we just kept going.
Incredible. So how does TipTop, and I know some people that could use you. You mentioned dog barking. I'm like, I know some people like I could have used you when my dogs were here. But how does TipTop K9 take someone who simply loves dogs and help them become a confident, successful franchise business owner? Because I can imagine that, I talked with you behind the scenes. I adore dogs. Like every time I see one, I told you, I'm like, how can we like snuggle and make out? Because I just love, like, it's like I'm called to them. So, but I wouldn't know anything about dog training. So how does somebody that's interested in this, but they have no experience with dog training, start a franchise? What do you walk them through?
Yeah, so it starts with a discovery day where they come out, train with us for 10-hour day, hands-on, and make sure they know it's not just playing with puppies. There's some real work involved, just like any business. But then really, our initial training program is 6 weeks long, 10 hours a day, 6 days a week for 6 weeks straight.
Wow.
So it's pretty intensive. It's really what anyone else is doing. Then before that, we do about 2 or 3 weeks, depending on the individual schedule, where we go over theory and how to do consultative relationship-based selling, right? So we do that first. We handle some of that. And then as far as the back office side, because frankly, a lot of people that are drawn to dog training are very kinesthetic. They're touchy-feely, hands-on people, and they make poor admin assistants, right? They tend to do bad with sitting at a desk doing administrative work. So we do all the back office. We answer the phones for all 24 locations currently. We do all their scheduling. So if they have 12 trainers, we make all their schedules. We do the invoicing of their clients, payment plans. We also run their ads. We also send about 90% of what they use in the business. They can order from us wholesale cheaper than they can go buy it themselves. So we take a lot of the back office work, and then we provide extra upfront training And that's how we're able to get someone kind of from A to Z.
That's amazing because that's a lot of support. Because like you're right. I'm just thinking about me. I want to be with the dogs. I want to be in it, right? I want to be with them. And for somebody coming in that doesn't know anything about business, like you're giving them
Right.
such an intense training on the training aspect on how to, bring home, like when somebody trusts this trainer with their animal, with their loved
Right.
one, their fur baby, they're getting a really good dog back, when they come back. And I've been reading your reviews and they're incredible. But again, business doesn't mean everybody's good at business, right?
No.
They can be really good at that frontline stuff, but really bad on the back end or really confused and intimidated. So I really think it's incredible how much support that you do for them, which I'm sure helps, your franchisees become,
Oh,
makes
yeah.
it easier for them to be successful.
It does. One of our most successful franchisees right now, his name's Adam. He was an HVAC technician before this, before
Wow.
TikTok. And no one in his entire extended family had ever owned a business, ever.
Mm.
Right. And so this was his first one, but he's a doer. So he just literally follows the system and just, he's like, well, I went to the house. He already followed a calendar and did the task, except he just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Right. He did it because it paid well, but now he does something that he loved. He was a client before. And so, business is business, but with dog training, it's very emotionally rewarding, more so than most service-based businesses.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you get to see the animal from day one into the process. So, how did you decide, Ryan, that franchising was the right path for growth for you? And what were some of the less early lessons that you've learned in the process?
Yeah. The biggest reason we went franchising is we started with a few corporate stores,
Mhm.
but the barrier to entry with dog training is very low. So, like, you could hang your shingle tomorrow, build a $2,000 website and say, I'm a dog trainer, right? And probably take money from people, even if you didn't know what to do. So the barrier to entry is very low. So when we have highly trained people, for them to go out and do it on their own, it's not too hard now in their mind, right?
Right.
You obviously know different. Starting a business is hard,
Yeah.
takes time, takes work. So we're like, hey, we're probably going to have to give, our really high performers, our really experienced people equity. And then, my wife and I are like, hey, well, why don't we just give them all the equity? Right. At first, we didn't want to do franchising because you lose some control, right?
Right.
Really, for long-term retention and getting the best results possible, when someone's not a manager, when they're an owner, they take way more self-responsibility over that location. So
Mhm.
it's not like they got a bad review for the company. If you're running a Dallas location, they got a bad review. It's their company. They care a lot more. And it actually, we're selective in our process, but it does a great job protecting the brand.
Yeah, that leads me to my next question because how do you ensure that franchisees deliver the same top tier customer experience that you've built your brand on?
Well, that's a good question. So, as far as making sure they have that exact same experience, we do a lot of initial training, but we're upfront with our clients about a money back guarantee.
Okay.
So, if they're continually not, and we do all the payment processing. So, if the clients are like, hey, I'm not happy, well, it's advertised on the website, it's advertised on our print materials. We're going to give them their money back. So, if someone wants to scam or provide low quality service, they're not going to make any money.
Mhm.
That's kind of the main way. We also do a lot of ongoing additional training too, to make sure everyone stays up to date.
Yeah, and I see it all every day because I'm on social media all the time. That's part of my business, but and I'm on all the dog communities. So dog people they will spread the word if it's great, and they'll spread the word even faster
Man,
if it's not. So I
they
agree with
will.
you. People are going to take the ownership very, very seriously because when somebody loves you, they're going to tell everybody about you. So what makes TipTop K9's approach to dog training unique, and how do you maintain that quality at scale?
Yes. So our approach, we use a classical conditioning based method instead of operant conditioning, where most people are using either some sort of a positive or a negative or a punishment. We use a E-stim collar. It's a mild muscle stim, similar to like a TINS unit. And so what it does is a little muscle stim, and I use it as a tap on the shoulder to classically condition the dog. So this morning we're working a little Chihuahua Corgi mix, if you can imagine that. So I was downstairs. They're training a lot of new people watching, and this little awkward dog. He's a Chihuahua Corgi.
Yes, I want to see that.
Yeah, he's crazy looking. And so this little collar, and we're going. And the trainer, Jen, she's tapping him on the shoulder, with the collar, and the dog's like turning and moving towards her. It's not a punishment. It's not a reward. We just teach him to kind of move and pay attention off this little tap on the shoulder. Then, like Pavlov did, if you remember back from high school with the
Yeah.
bell and the food, once he knows I get a reaction off of it, then I layer the word, just like he layered the bell. So I do little tap word. And then I do that for a while. And then I eventually phase out the tap and they're conditioned to the word. And at some point I train mom and dad.
That was where I was going to get. Because I checked out your website. You have a lot of different options for training. You've got a boot camp. So can you walk us through what that looks like as far as the different options? Because I'm really curious because you can, especially when you're hands-on with the animal, that's great that they're being trained by you and the dog's learning. But at the end of the day, if it's not being followed through at home, then it kind of goes out the window, right? And then poor dog
Right.
is confused.
Yes, everything includes mommy and daddy training,
Yeah.
regardless.
Yeah.
So our main program is our board and train. Those range anywhere $2,000 to $7,000. That's where we take the dog, we fully train it, whatever's on the list, and ours are results guaranteed. So there's no time frame. So say you sign up for the $2,000 one and it's supposed to be a week. If it's 6 days or 14 days, same price.
Mm.
It's until the dog, because the dogs aren't robots, right? They all kind of learn at a little different levels. So we do our board and train programs. We take the dog, fully train them, then go back. We have a 24-step checklist process to go through and train mom and dad. The other part, and some people love that, especially really busy people. Some people are like, no, I want to be hands-on. Those people, private lessons, we go out to the home. Some of them come to our facility, but we offer in-home. We go out to the house where most of the issues are. It's half us, half mom and dad, and then a week's worth of homework.
Mm.
And then all of our packages include an unlimited lifetime group class. So twice a week, about weather permitting, somewhere 8 to 10 months out of the year, we go to a public park and we have classes twice a week for the life of the dog. So our people are never left on their own. They can always come back and have access to a trainer and additional lessons as much as needed.
And that's done through every franchise, no matter
Yes.
where the
Location. It's Thursday at 6:30, Saturday at 8 a.m. all across the U.S.
Amazing. So can we talk about growth a little bit? So what
Yeah.
are some challenges that you faced? I mean, you've been in business now for a number of years.
Yep.
What have been some challenges that you faced? And you have a different thing that we're talking about. Like I haven't talked to anybody on this podcast yet around franchising. So I can
Yeah.
imagine some of the challenges are going to be a little different than some other people, which is very interesting. But what are some of those challenges you faced and how did you overcome them, Ryan?
One of the biggest challenges early on when we really started expanding was getting locked into a long-term marketing contract. So if 20 locations, now 24, if they're looking at me, if they're not getting good performance on their online digital ads, they're not happy, right? So having one vendor, now we actually have multiple vendors and we kind of compete them against each other and let them know right off the bat, very transparently. Hey, we're entertaining multiple people. Whoever does the best job, the locations get to choose who they work with. We're going to vet the people, but they're happy with me because I'm going to an agency and saying like, hey, would you like 24 contracts for Google and Facebook ads? They're like, yeah, that sounds amazing. And all the ad setups look exactly alike, way easier to manage. There's one person you build, just me. Right. So the agencies really like it. Now we compete the agencies. I wish I had done that earlier on. That's really lowered our cost per conversion, increased our franchisee satisfaction just by doing that. And I'm not hiding anything from the agencies. I'm telling them this is what I'm doing right up front.
Yeah, absolutely. Love it. So what are your goals? What's next for TipTop K9? What are your goals for over the next 12 months?
Yeah. So the next 12 months, we're looking to add 14 locations. So we have quite a few already in the works. A lot of those are going to be second and third, fourth locations of people who already own one. And some of those are going to be new growth. So we're trying to really, especially in the Midwest, trying to really dominate some metros. In DFW, we already have 9 locations. So that's like 35 grand of ad spend a month going out there. And so we're planning on doing the exact same right now in Houston. So that's really our goal right now. 12 months, 14 locations. We have staff, everything to support that. So we're excited.
So I have a question about that. So do you focus your efforts when you're getting in, like, how are you marketing? How are you getting visible in front of potential franchisees? Are you targeting a market so that like you said, you have a specific ad spend now because obviously the more franchises that open up in a certain area,
Correct.
and I'm sure there's boundaries involved in all of that too for the franchisee. But is that basically how you're doing it so that you can leverage that ad spend in one specific area versus being scattered?
At the individual location level, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes. So yes. So in DFW, if there's 9 locations, there's 9 individual ad accounts managed by that same company,
Mm.
and it leverages their spend. They're able to be seen so many more times. I mean, say you have someone in Plano, but then they are living in Dallas or whatever, right? It leverages the cumulative effect. It's like a Starbucks. So there's a Starbucks in every corner. Like, people, I know people, when they go to Starbucks and they don't even like it. They don't even, they're like, there wasn't really anywhere else close, and
Right.
they're taking up so much real estate. Well, in a service-based business, it's kind of, you want to take up real estate on the online digital world,
Mm.
right? So the highest intent real estate in the online digital world is Google. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the first one to take up, and then second is YouTube.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So question for you. What what would be if I could give you a magic wand and you can wave
Yeah.
it over anything right now, go poof on one issue that would you think would be holding you back from achieving your goals of 14 more locations?
Mhm.
What would that issue be that you'd want to wave that wand over and why?
Yes, I can tell you the issue. It's leads and lead costs. So in the franchise world, we're on the way lower end. Our franchises cost $48,000. There's
Mhm.
a lot of people, and their franchises are anywhere from 200 to 500,000, even for close to the same thing that we do and we offer. In the franchise world, there's brokers, there's all these networks, and they'll make anywhere from $15,000 to $35,000 for sending a franchise salesperson a qualified lead.
Mhm.
So my marketing is going up against people. So right now we've been running a lot of Facebook ads, run Google ads, but our marketing is going up against people that might make a $35,000 commission off of just handing a lead off to someone else, right?
Mhm.
So they're marketing pretty aggressively. So they're able to saturate and take up more space, just like we're doing at the local level in DFW, right? If
Right.
you're a local dog trainer and you want to compete in the Dallas market, it's going to be rough for you. We are going to outspend you. We're going to out optimize you. You're going to have to pay a buttload of money.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, in the franchise game, the same thing's happening to me because I'm a little on the lower end. I haven't been doing it for 40 years. I can't just peel off 40 grand to hand someone for one lead. So
Mhm.
that's the magic wand. That's what I do.
That's so good. So
Yeah.
if we could revisit this conversation in a year, Ryan, and bring you
Mhm.
back, what would success look like for you and for TipTop K9?
Yeah, success right now looks like getting to 40 locations, stabilizing all those locations, stabilizing all of our support structures,
Mhm.
and continually tweaking all of our websites, continually tweaking our social medias. We've had a huge social media push. Our marketing director, Samantha, she just hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube today. We're super amped about that. So we're having a very aggressive social push right now. So
Um,
being able to get to 50,000 on TikTok, that would also look like success, right? Growing our channels just because there's so much reach right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. So is there anything else before we wrap up, Ryan, that you want to share that I didn't ask you or we didn't get to touch on?
Yes, really, just for the entrepreneur type crowd, C-suite that's listening, someone that's growing their business, I would just say don't underestimate documenting your business. So a lot of your
Mm.
listeners have probably listened to the E-Myth with Michael Gerber. Actually documenting what you're doing, checklisting it, handing it to someone else and seeing what breaks. Like do that now. Like when people ask me like what advice, like checklist everything as if you're going to franchise it, give it to someone else, even if you're never going to franchise and see if they can do it. Like I
Mm.
still have buddies that when they're running $1 million, $2 million a year business, but like if the admin doesn't show up, they're answering the phone, they're doing the billing, they're doing the service calls. They have no systems. So they can generate revenue, but without systems, you're never going to have freedom.
So
That
true. And that's
yeah,
what we're doing. We're trying to learn that on the front end now because we just kind of pivoted and we're like, okay, we need to start documenting now
yeah.
before we get too far ahead. And then it's like, oh my gosh, we have to backtrack. And that's challenging, right?
Right. It is.
So how can you share how you've documented? What have you put in place? What systems have you used to make sure that you're staying up on that and you're doing those checks and balances?
Yeah, so even if we upload a YouTube video, there's checklists, right? I mean, if the kennel tech that comes in and opens the doors at 7 a.m., a checklist for feeding the dogs, carrying the dogs, walking the dogs, meting the dogs, everything, right? As far as when our administrative assistants, when they're booking appointments, they have a checklist for how to put everything in the calendar for the trainer, how to do the reconfirms, how to do the payment plans. Like everything is documented to where if any person quits, so like the other day, I had somebody just boop, walk out, right? Happens. Employee stuff
Yeah.
happens, right? Well, we're able to call the next person on the list, bring them in, and get them up to speed in a very quick manner because I have literally, hey, this is how we answer the phone. This is our script for answering the phone. This is how we put it in the calendar. This is how we do payment plans. And it's all written out. So then I have a trainer sit there and it's not just a word of mouth, tribal knowledge type thing.
Yeah. So good. Ryan, so for someone listening is going, I want more information, whether it's to get my dog trained or it's I want to look into the franchise and what that looks like, how can they connect with you and reach out to you?
Yeah, our website is tiptopk9.com, which is TIPTOPK9.com. You can go there, click on the franchising form, fill out the form, or schedule a first consultation form. Either one, our team will get in contact with you. And if you want to get in contact with me, I'm only on LinkedIn right now. So just go LinkedIn, look up Ryan Wimpey.
Yeah, he's on there and he'll connect with you because I connected yesterday and he quickly responded. So
Yeah.
definitely connect with Ryan. As you can tell, he's a great guy, super fun. We're gonna hopefully bring him back in a
All
year
right.
and check in. If you're watching Ryan and I on YouTube right now, please say hi. Let him know that you're here. Leave him a comment, ask a question, and also hit that button that says subscribe because that's how we are able to notify you when we have more amazing guests like Ryan on here, taking time out of their day to share their business and also their insights and wisdom with you so to help you grow your business. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast platform like Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or iHeartRadio, or any of those and other incredible platforms, and you can leave a review, we would love a 5-star. Greatly appreciated because this also helps us share with more people our amazing guests like Ryan here today. If you know anybody that has an animal, a dog that needs some training, maybe the parents need some training, or you know somebody that's looking to start a business and you think this would be a great potential fit for them, please share Ryan in this episode with them, and you know send them Ryan's way. The goal of this podcast is to help businesses and entrepreneurs thrive and grow. We see too many doors closed. We want to see more doors stay open and thrive and grow in the world. I promised you all a gift for being here with us today, for taking time and listening and staying here with us. So if you are feeling like you're putting out marketing efforts and you're trying to get visible and get in front of your ideal client and you're having a bit of a challenge there, then go ahead and download our free Spotlight to Scale blueprint. You can go to spotlighttoscale.com/blueprint and grab that. Don't forget, go back. We're going to backtrack here and go to tiptopk9.com. Make sure you check them out, whether for dogs training services or for the franchise. I've already checked it out because I thought it was incredible. And he's very transparent. That's what I loved about it too, Ryan. You have everything fully transparent on, like, you don't have to wonder how much the franchisee fee is. You
Right.
don't have to wonder what the marketing fee is. It's all on there. And definitely go check out Ryan Wimpey and connect with him on LinkedIn. Ryan, I just want to say thank you for your time today. This has been so fun.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Anytime. Thank you all for listening to Ryan and I today, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Business Growth Spotlight.